go straight to the papers. I'll be starting from Daily Trust. This Saturday morning, bandits break into Zamfara Hospital. That's from Daily Trust. Bandits break into Zamfara Hospital. That's coming from Daily Trust. We have some other headline here. Insecurity, 113 traditional rulers kidnapped in 4 years. Despite COVID-19, Nigerians escape to overseas in droves. Despite COVID-19, Nigerians escape to overseas in droves. "91 Boko Haram terrorists' family members surrender in Borno." That's according to the army. CVR, INEC better positioned using tax. Yakubu. Still from Daily Trust, Aregbesola camp kicks as Osun APC endorses Oyetola for second term. APC Congress, Boni calls for peaceful exercise. Warns against sabotage. Federal government not aware of $875 million arms deal with the U.S. Lai Mohammed. Right, let's take one more from Daily Trust before we go to another paper. Nigerians won't go back to Egypt. APC hits Atiku. Right, away from there, we go to Premium Times. And my first headline from Premium Times, Blessing Okagbare suspended from athletics hours to Olympics 100 million semi-final race. What happened? Okay, we get to know. No joy in being governor of state under insecurity. Masari. How 5 core members died in road accident survivor. Hush puppy. How FBI arrested 3 of Abba Kyari's co-accused. Alright, don't I just like money? Okay, yeah, let me take again the Blessing Okagbare story. Blessing suspended for athletics hours to Olympics 100 meters semi-final race. Okay, so we move on. A defiant Kaduna government vows to appeal acquittal of El Zazaki and wife. Some more from Premium Times. COVID-19 third wave. Nigerian government advises against mass political assemblies. Osun gunshot victim dies in hospital. Court jails man 91 years for kidnapping, child trafficking. Super TV boss buried in Lagos. And from Punch newspaper, Tobia Mushon cruises into semi-final into women's 100 meters hurdles. Blessing Okagbare suspended for doping out of Tokyo 2020 Olympics. Sad one. Southeast States Police kick as IPOB issues sit-at-home order. Hush puppy to be sentenced in October. That's according to a U.S. court. How I was disqualified from Olympics on my 25th birthday. Athletes who dumped USA for Nigeria. APC Congress, Rivers faction demands boycott. Exercise suspended in Zamfara, Kwara, and Anambra. Alright, 2 more from Punch newspaper before we check out another one. National Assembly plans to meet U.S. Congress over $875 million weapons deal, weapons deal stoppage. And Alafin shuns Oni-backed group over alleged anti-Buhari posture. From the Guardian newspaper, my first headline here, we are tired of burying our loved ones. Man steals from neighbor, strangles him in Adamawa. Police brutalize journalist covering students' protest. In Bauchi, manufacturers blame power profitability on inadequate power supply. Lagos NAPTIP rescues over 300 victims in 2021. Yaga Africa folds over bearing influence of governors on council elections. Still from the Guardian newspaper, AFN anti-doping unit storms junior athletes camp in Asaba. We have some more. Okagbare Wokocha faced tough semi-final hurdles in Tokyo. You learned she's just been suspended. Young girls, women can be successful without compromising their values. Okay, Akpabio begs protesters to vacate East-West Road. Supreme Court verdict. Akeredolu receives tumultuous welcome in Ondo. And from the Nation newspaper, APC crisis, Buhari orders Oshibajo to intervene. Reinstate dissolved APC NWC minus Oshiomole, says ex-legal advisor. Ohaneze kicks as IPOB declares seat-at-home order over Kano's detention. Slain Super TV boss Usifo Ataga laid to rest amid tears. Okay, let's see another one here. Battles with piracy, discrimination, COVID-19 lockdown orders. You get to know when we return from this commercial break.
FM
94.9. From motivationals
to news
to sports and talk,
we'll give you all you need to make the best of your day.
On the break of dawn, 32 FM 94.9.
Gigi, Stanbic IBTC, gang, 909, gang, whoa, it can be, gang, when you use 909, Gigi, send money via 909, gang, buy airtime via 909, gang, sub data via 909, gang, pay bills via 909, gang, that's the 909 ash, gang, money miss road and no cash, gang, how you go do birthday bash, gang, that's the 909 ash, gang, 909 is the gang code.
Join the star 909 hash gang today. Stanbic IBTC. It can be.
Egbògi kan ti délẹ̀ yìí. Egbògi àtẹ̀jẹ̀ ṣe ni. Ó dára fẹ̀jẹ̀ gidi gan. Veneto cleanser ló ń jẹ́ o. Veneto cleanser ló ń jẹ́ o.
Ojú rẹ̀ ṣàǹjọ̀lọ̀ lójoojúmọ́ kí làṣírí ẹ wà rí.
Veneton cleanser ni.
Já mi sí ọ̀rẹ́.
Veneton cleanser. Egbògi àtẹ̀jẹ̀ṣe tí bádọ̀tí ara wọ̀ yá ìjà rẹ̀ wọ́n mọ́lẹ̀ ṣe wọ́n yẹbẹyẹbẹ. Inú tó ń kú tó ń dàrú gbòdògbòdò. Kò bára rẹ̀ èrí inú ẹ̀jẹ̀. Amọ̀nà ti dé o. Veneton cleanser. Egbògi àtẹ̀jẹ̀ṣe tí a fi ewé àti egbò ṣe ní ọ̀nà tìgbàlódé. NAFDAC Fòǹtẹ̀lù MA1 Nigeria Limited ni wọ́n gbé Veneton cleanser jáde. A wà ní nọ́mbà 17 Ọba Akínyẹlé off Adeogun Street Aláàfin Avenue Olúyọ̀lé Estate Ring Road Ìbàdàn. Telephone 08034051533 fún títà àti rírà. Ìwọ náà darapọ̀ mọ́ wa. Veneton cleanser àmọ̀tẹ́kùn egbòogi tí ń ya gbogbo kòkòrò inú ẹ̀jẹ̀ wẹ́lẹ́wẹ́lẹ́.
Uncle Dentist, wetin be cavities and how Colgate take dey protect my teeth from cavities? Shey e dey use comfort?
No dear, na hole for teeth dey cause most tooth pain wey be cavity. But if you use Colgate Maximum Cavity Protection take brush every day, the confirmed formula go help keep natural calcium inside our teeth wey go protect them from tooth decay.
Time don reach to upgrade to the world's most chosen toothpaste, Colgate, because Colgate locks calcium in.
Keeps cavities out!
And the Nigerian Dental Association, they recommend Colgate.
When Fumi found her glow sim after months of searching, she quickly recharged and the unexpected started happening. Every time she recharges, she gets knocked out with 22 times bonus.
Oh, yeah, sorry now. Oh, please, I can't keep up.
It's a glow thing because you get knocked out with 22 times bonus on every recharge. Be like Fumi, dial star 777 hash today to subscribe.
Glow Unlimited.
32 FM 94.9, quarter past 6 from our studio. Beautiful Saturday morning it is. And of course, it's time for your morning tonic. My name is OLUTAYO. OGUNADE joins me on the paper review for this Saturday. And we go straight now to the stories. Let me start from something, let me say, a bit encouraging here. Not the usual, terrible. But I'm actually trying. I'm flipping through the papers now, and I'm really trying to see one. But, I'll start from here. And it's on, no joy in being governor of state under insecurity. As from Premium Times, no joy in being governor of state under insecurity. And this is credited to Masari. The governor of Katsina State, Aminu Masari, says he has no joy governing the state due to its plague of insecurity. Mr. Masari, who spoke on Friday in an interview, said the security situation of his state has been giving him sleepless nights. Let me quote him. In this difficult time and uncertainty, all the issue of governance has been dominated by security matters from sunset to dawn. I receive security reports at any moment through many channels daily, Mr. Masari stated. Osene Dumo, Masari is in the news.
Yes, Tayo, good morning.
Good morning to you. It's good to have you.
Yeah, thank you for having me. That is it. It will have been something very interesting for somebody to lead the states and deliver dividends of democracy to his people, having been voted into power. But Governor Bello Masari has said the whole truth, that there is nothing good or pleasant about being a governor of a state that is ravaged by various forms of insecurity, because Katsina is always in the news for the wrong reason as a result of insecurity, terrorism, and what have you, adoption of school children, and that the governor has said he is not delighted about. So for me, I think he has said it, and that is how it should be. The governor should also work on changing the paradigm and ensuring that at the end of the day, peace is restored at all costs, especially to the people of Katsina State. So there is no joy in being a governor, just like some other governors in the country too, who their state is bedeviled with high level of insecurity here and there. But apart from this lamentation, is the chief security officer of the state. He has the mandate of the people to secure their life first before dividends of democracy is delivered to them. So apart from all that he may have put in place, he must do more to ensure that at the time he will be leaving office, the state will become safer.
It was this same governor we saw some time ago fraternizing with bandits. Is that model or formula not working?
That model cannot work, and it has never worked. That's the issue. What they did at that time, it was an erroneous belief. Rather than coming together to address the issue of banditry at that time, Zamfara and Katsina believed that separately, if they fraternize with these guys, just call them and say, please, so don't come to my people, don't disturb my people. You pay them heavily for that. That will solve the problem. But these are individuals and group of people who, after collecting whatever ransom or even fund from government to cease fire, they use the funds to acquire more weapons to be able to carry arm up against the state. So that model never really worked. I think the best model that can work is to deploy full military force. Then at the end of the day, those who will surrender as a result of the heat will now be, negotiation can now take place with them, never to return to the trade again. But what we have had in Katsina has been counterproductive. He was the first person that made the move. He negotiated with them. He sought to give them amnesty. And that brought about relative peace, fragile one for that matter, at that particular point in time. It never lasted. When the guys ran out of cash, they went back to the forest again. And that is the effect of what we are seeing now.
But Nigerians are not satisfied with governors just lamenting about the security situation in their states. What are they supposed to do? The other time, Mr. President spoke as if knowing that these governors have the powers to wrestle insecurity in their respective states and deliver peace for their people and good governance also.
Yes, the governors has a lot of power as far as that is concerned. Apart from lamentation, I said earlier that the governor can take a step further by ensuring that concrete step is put in place to deliver peace to their people. The former Zamfara state governor, Yari, once told us that he ceases to become the chief security officer of the state. And he did that and he did not resign because you became a governor. It is why you are a governor that makes you a chief security officer. Now, coming back to what the president has said some time ago, the governor has a lot to do, but a lot of us, maybe for one political sentiment, reason or the other, we feel that governors are practically helpless. That is not so. They know how to call to defend their loved one, especially those who work for them politically. So for me, let governors develop strategy, local solution to their various security problems. There's a saying that says that politics is local, security too is local. I know some people have the opinion that, governors cannot do anything. Insecurity is everywhere in Nigeria. We do not live everywhere. Let the governors take practical steps. Of course, security is being centralized. They have a central command structure from Abuja, but each state will have to deploy this structure based on their peculiarity. That is the interest. That is what we have gone. Let me give you an example.
Right.
Along Idiayure, Ijebode Road in Ibadan here, there was a time almost on a daily basis, there will be kidnapping, there will be attack on that road. And the governor of Oyo State visited that area. He promised that an operational unit will be domiciled in that area. Since that has been done, since that step was taken, Tayo, have you heard the regularity in the attack on that road again? I don't know. It is not like before again. Why? Because the governor has decided to deliver peace to our people, especially in that houses. Because that route was almost becoming like an axis of evil in Oyo State. But when the governor proactively stepped into the situation, he brought security forces on board, though they are not within his immediate control. They are federal security architecture, but he deployed them for the purpose of delivering peace to our people. And relatively, peace has been restored in that houses. So I don't want to subscribe to the argument that governors practically are helpless. I understand that there are limitations, but that does not mean that governors cannot take the bull by the horn to say that, we are helpless practically and we can't do anything. So they need to do more.
All right. But we are live on YouTube and on Facebook, dear listener. Go there, go drop your comments, your questions, or your suggestions. 32FM 949 Ibadan. 32FM 949 Ibadan. On Facebook and on YouTube, I can see your comments. Have you done Gundiran? And I smile. Okay, so I won't take your message again if you don't. Okay, no problems. I know what you're trying to say there. Austin from Daily Trust. Bandits invaded General Hospital, then Sadao, Maro local government area of Zamfara State on Friday. Residents told journalists to cover that event that immediately the men stormed the medical facility. The armed men headed, I beg your pardon, to the outpatient ward in search of a doctor or nurse. What do they want in an hospital?
Tayo is simple. They have some of their members who have injuries as a result of gunshots. Some can also fall ill naturally. So they need doctors and nurses to attend to them. Lately, that has been their trend. They want caregivers. One of the reasons why they adopt women most time, apart from the other sinister motive, is to be able to take care of them, cook their meal and what have you, so that they will concentrate on what they refer to now as their primary assignment, to abduct people, to kill people, and destabilize the state. So in Kogi, that also happened, wherein they invaded the medical facility, abducted the doctor, and later the doctor regained freedom. So they were only able to go away with a nurse and a caregiver. So it's a grave danger for us as a country, wherein bandits now walk into our hospital, adult medical personnel for the purpose of treating them. That is despicable, and the government must take urgent steps. For how long are we going to fold our hands? Do you know the implication of this? It means that doctors and nurses will continue to run for their dear lives, and people, as a result of that, will lose their life unnecessarily because of lack of care.
So obviously, bandits have, hijacked governance, in some states of this country.
That is what it's looking like. They have field day in some state of the country, and the government, in my view, has not really done enough. I know somebody will call you this morning and say, oh, the government has done everything perfectly. Economically, Nigeria is good. Politically, the country is good. You don't have to go to a soothsayer to be able to look at the Nigerian reality based on the current challenges that we have in the country. We have seen a situation where bandits, they are threatening education already. A lot of school children in the north don't want to return to the classroom because of fear of being abducted for ransom. Now it has gotten to a level where they go to medical facility to adopt nurses and doctor health workers for the purpose of treating them as a result of gunshot injury. So it's gradually becoming like a failed state. We have not failed yet, but I think the government had to take concrete and urgent steps to secure some of the public facilities that we have in the country, so as to be able to foster a repeat of this.
All right. Another headline from Daily Trust. Insecurity, 113 traditional rulers kidnapped in 4 years. Let's move away from insecurity. There's something brewing in Osun State. Aregbesola camp kicks as Osun APC endorses Oyetola for second term.
Yes, it is no longer secret that there is no love lost between the former governor of Osun State, Rauf Aregbesola, and Oyetola, the current governor. A lot of things happen between them politically. Don't also forget, Aregbesola never really supported a particular election. It was some leaders within the APC that prevailed on Aregbesola to support Oyetola at all costs. From what we gather at that time, Oyetola was the chief of staff to Aregbesola. He was supposed to be governor in 2007, but some powers within the ACN then prevailed on him to allow Aregbesola go first. And Aregbesola has gone with the agreement that, after my tenure, you automatically take over from me. What will I be doing for 8 years when you are serving? Come and be my chief of staff. So that was the arrangement at that time. But immediately Oyetola came on board. Of course, you look at him, he's really a gentleman by face, but he has succeeded in reversing some of the controversial policies. And the people of Osun State have praised him for that. And the governor, to a large extent, is doing well without making so much noise, without being in the news almost every time. And Aregbesola, being a predecessor, is challenged with that. Have you heard about house salary again in Osun State? Have you heard about the old school wearing the same uniform? Have you heard about reclaiming of school or what have you? So the principal general, tutor general, and all of this balkanization of the education.
But while he was doing it, that time, he felt he was doing the very best for his people.
Yes, he derailed at a particular point in time. He brought the new school initiative. They are still there, their legacy project. If you go to Osun State, even as we speak now, these structures are still standing. He built some mega school and he was commended by the people at that time. Don't also forget, he introduced the Okmo Imo, and that also went well with the people. But it got to a time where you have to balkanize this education structure, wherein students from a particular school, you can't differentiate them because they are all in a particular uniform and what have you. Don't also forget, it was one of the governors that started this school feeding program, Aregbesola, I mean. But all of this, like I said earlier, the controversial one, this current governor stylishly reversed without open confrontation and open fight. And that led to a visible faction within the All Progressive Congress in Osun State, because Aregbesola camp also wanted to fight back. So that is the situation having. As it is now, a lot of people are canvassing for Oyetola for a second time in office. And Aregbesola, his predecessor, is not favorably disposed to that idea. So that necessitated the current situation. People love Oyetola's style because he's stylishly fighting and on one hand being on the side of the people without this fight to finish politics that is being played.
But in all of this, what is the position of Oyetola's uncle?
Yes, the position is clear. He's at home with Oyetola. He wants him to go for a second time. And a lot of people within Osun State, it can't be the old people. They are also supporting him. He's not making too much noise. But whether second time or not, I think that largely will be determined by the people. Don't also forget this Oyetola uncle had issue with Aregbesola when they lost the first leg of that particular election. Because some people still believe till today that if not for manipulation that took place in the second leg, which is the rerun election, Oyetola would have emerged as a governor. Some people said within the APC that it was because of the crisis that Aregbesola created that made them to almost lost that particular state at that particular point in time. You didn't pay salary. You said there was no money to pay salary. Election was on Saturday. On Thursday of the election, you released about 80 billion naira to pay arrears of salary. Do you think the people, they are stupid? They are not stupid. So they voted with their conscience, and that saw APC lost out in the first round of the election. And the Oyetola uncle that you just mentioned was not happy about that. And Oyetola too is not happy about that. And he decided to follow his people. And some of this industrial disharmony within Osun State was technically resolved by this governor. No noise making, no controversial issue. Don't forget, they also belong to the same religion. So somebody was saying the other time that, oh, is this, is that. No, it depends on your agenda. It depends on your ideology. It depends on what you have to offer. Don't also forget, you can't take it away from Aregbesola. He initiated monumental project within Osun State. Don't also forget, he plunged Osun State into high level of debt too.
You may want to ask too, what is the relevance of some of the projects, that Aregbesola constructed?
That is the issue. That is one of the major problems with our governors in Nigeria, especially governors. This idea of signature or legacy project, that is their problem. They will want to come up with gigantic elephant project that will not survive the test of time. That at the end of the day, you run out of cash to build. Because some of these projects you discover today, what is their relevant? What is the economic importance of some of these projects to a state like Osun State? And because of that, you have to plunge the state into high level of debt. So it is politics that is playing out in Osun State. It is the problem of APC and within the APC. Let the opposition in that state come up fully. This could be another opportunity for them if they feed a credible and viable candidate to wrest power from them. But I just told you a summary of the crisis within the APC in Osun State.
Okay, we are live on Facebook and on YouTube, 32FM 949 Ibadan. Go there, go drop your comment. 3 persons named among or along with the popular Nigerian police officer Bakari as co-accused in a $1.1 million transnational cyber fraud have been arrested. New court documents obtained by Premium Times have revealed they are Yusuf Adeyinka Nifowoshi, also known as AJ, Rukayat Mutunrayo, Fashola, also known as Murayo, and Bolatito Tawakalitu Agbabiaka, also known as Bolamide. Court documents show that Mr. Nifowoshi and Ms. Fashola were arrested at their separate homes in New York on the 22nd of July. What is the fate of the Super Cup, Abakari?
Yeah, the Super Cup is almost a gone now. That's the truth of the matter. He has enmeshed and dipped himself into a very troubled and dirty water, which it will only take the grace of God to be able to wash him clean. The truth of the matter is that some of the excuses he has given, they were not convincing and tenable enough to take him out of what he has currently found himself, because evidence suggests and has proven that he has questions to answer as far as that case is concerned. And this latest document is just to confirm to you that, these co-accused persons have been arrested. Perhaps the only reason why he has not been arrested is that he's still within the country. You know, the United States of America, the FBI, the way they do their work, anywhere you are, you will definitely be arrested. So the only ground that covers him now is that he's still within the country. So let this government look at his case. IGP has set up an investigative team. Let them try him. And at the end of the day, if found culpable, he will first of all be dismissed from the force, because you can't wear your uniform and face charges and go to the court.
Can you help us break it down a little? I mean, is it just, is it being wanted now because his name was mentioned in, a fraud traceable to Hush Puppy, or what particularly happened? Are you trying to say, or are they trying to say that indeed Abakari was involved in money exchanging hands and actually, let's just put it plainly, in fraud, transnational fraud?
Yes, Tayo, for the purpose of argument, it is not me that I'm trying to say. It is the U.S. courts, based on their the revelation of Abbas Ramoni, the one that is called Hush Puppy. He made confessional statement that money exchange ends between him and this Super Corp, and that particular fund or that particular money was a proceed of transnational crime, and all the other accomplices, reporters also again this money stated that they have been arrested, about 2 in New Jersey, the other one in New York. So Abakari, in a plain language, is wanted by the court in the United States of America because of his alleged link and connection with Hush Puppy. Because Hush Puppy confessed that money also exchanged hands. So it shows that, Abakari told us the other side of the story. And we said this other side of the story is not tenable. This is not enough. Yes, this is not Nigeria. It was a court. Before the report came on board, don't forget, Ramoni will be sentenced according to the report we got by October. I think anytime October this year. That is the way they do their thing.
I follow him on Facebook, and some of the things comments we still read on his page is that it could be corruption fighting back. Some people really want Abakari to go down, and this is all accusations. It may not be true. Is that also what you believe?
I don't believe that too. He that must come to equity must come with clean hands. That's the truth. We can't judge you based on your current position. We have to also look at your antecedent. We have to also look at where you started from. It became Super Core very few years ago. He was not really a notable police officer before now. That is the truth of the matter. But a tactical team was set up within the office of the IGP. And he was the head of that team, or he's still the head of that team. And is doing his work professionally. But how about some of the things he has done? That is the issue. It's not about whether he's a professional or not. During the case of Mangu, they appointed Mangu. DSS indicted them. They said it was corruption fighting back. The same government that held on to Mangu as if he is the only incorruptible man in the country. this was the same government that disgraced Magu out of office. So that is the point we are making. It is not just about whether corruption is fighting back or not. I think, in my view, it looks like an integrity or a litmus test for this particular government. Let them determine its case as a matter of urgency within the police authority, and at the end of the day, let him face charges. This is not allegation coming from Nigeria. This is not allegation raised by some of the people, maybe Evans or those people that he has arrested. Osmopi has never been arrested in Nigeria, but he made a confession in the US that he shared some money with this man. Right. And US authority has said this man must face the music. It's not about corruption fighting back at all.
All right. Thank you, Osei Dumo.
Thank you.
All right. Any final word for Nigeria?
Yes. On insecurity, let the government do well and ensure that there is security in the land. Then on the APC congresses that will be going on this morning or beginning this morning, they refuse to allow reason and the law to prevail. They were more of sentiment and emotion. They are going ahead. We keep our fingers crossed. Let's see how it goes. But the law must definitely prevail.
So you're saying there will be consequences?
Of course, there will be consequences. They saw it coming.
All right.
There will be consequences. The 7 justices of the Supreme Court said it is illegal for him to hold double executive position. And they still keep him in office. Let's see how it goes.
Also, Ndumo, enjoy your weekend.
And you too.
.9.
Titan Farms, Titan Rice, Nigeria. Homemade rice with good price. I don't want correct rice. Titan, when you get stone, Titan rice. Better rice. Titan, you go buy your own. Titan rice. Oh yes, Titan Rice is a non-mushy, non-sticky, and no-stone Nigerian-made rice. Titan Rice is available for nationwide distribution. For inquiry, please call 0906 007 9714 or visit our website via www.titanfarms.org. You can also earn a fortune by investing with Titan Farms today and earn great returns on your investment. Incredible, isn't it? What are you waiting for? Visit our office today at Titan Farms House, opposite Motor Dealers Association car lot, Akala Express, off New Garage, Ibadan. Titan Rice, a product of Titan Farms. Better rice, Titan, you go buy your own. Titan Rice.
Calling on all streamers, gamers, and heavy data-based business machines. Glow is giving you a mega data plan that's truly out of this world. For 100,000 Naira, you get a whopping 1 terabyte of data that carries you for a whole year. Wow, I love it. Yes, you heard right. 1 terabyte for 100,000 Naira. So go ahead, chat, stream HD videos, post, upload, download, and enjoy mega data as much as you want. 247 365. Dial *777# to subscribe today.
Glow Unlimited.
Gigi. Stanbic IBTC. Gang. 909. Gang. Whoa, it can be. Gang. When you use 909. Gigi. Send money via 909. Gang. Buy airtime via 909. Gang. Sub data via 909. Gang. Pay bills via 909. Gang. That's the 909 ash. Gang. Money miss road and no cash. Gang. How you go do birthday bash? Gang. That's the 909 ash. Gang. 909 is the gang code.
Join the star 909 hash gang today. Stanbic IBTC. It can be.
32 FM.
94.9.
Welcome back. The station is 32 FM 94.9. The station that is filling the world with laughter. I open the phone lines now. 0809 7000 949. Hello.
Hello, Tayo. Good morning.
Good morning.
It's okay.
Right.
How are you doing? Happy weekend.
Wish you the same.
Yeah, insecurity, like Austin just said, but I want to a bit disagree with Austin over the governors
Okay.
Yes, we agree. But who they are is it not on paper that are more practical. I am happy that he actually talked about a centralized form of security fighting in Nigeria. But how will that help? Yes, the governor did something in a particular area where those very things ceased. We agree. But Austin and Tayo, how effective will it be all over the whole country? We might be able to do ours here, but what about the other side? And remember that fighting in one side, the effect will reflect on the other state. So I think we really need to do one or two things to sort this out. Good morning.
Thank you for your call there. The moment I saw Bakari at Oba, I knew something is going on. He must face the music. I hope Lai Mohammed is aware of this. Khalifa Umar Harsin on Facebook. We got your message. Kola Tawheed, thank you for your kind comment. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Tayo.
Good morning, Alaji.
Alaji Azara from Coca-Cola. Yeah, I am playing the part of the first caller. I used to say, I've been saying it for a very long time. Governor in Nigeria are CSO of their state on paper. If a governor cannot sack a DPO, that is fine one thing. How come can he sack commissioner in his own state? Not to talk of the IGP. And we all knew that by the line of this constitution or the ethics of police profession, they are only answerable to IGP.
0906-2000-949. Hello. Hello.
Hello. Good morning, Mr. Tayo.
It's good to have you, sir.
I'm Falodu from Kopa.
Let's have your points quickly. Thank you.
Thank you. Briefly, I want to disagree briefly on what Mr. Ose has just said pertaining to Areweshala analysis. Areweshala met Osun State as a village village headquarters. That's what he met Osun State. But today now, he has changed the face of Osun State. That's not mean that Areweshala is excellent. No, it's not even very good. But he has done his own best. And I will not support a situation where he will be controlling the governor like a boy. No, it's not possible. Oh. This is Oyetola. He's doing for Areweshala. He has style of leadership difference.
Thank you. Hello.
Hello, good morning. Hello, Tayo.
Right.
Alaji calling back.
Okay.
Hello?
I can hear you. Hello.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
My name is Kola Wale Kazin from Okebadan.
All right, let's have your headline, Kola.
I totally disagree with the two last callers, the two first callers. The governors are in charge of the Nigerian police. That is why the Constitution Section 215 places the control of the Commissioner of Police on the doorstep of the governor. And the fact that you cannot sack somebody doesn't mean you don't control that person. There are so many ways to control. You have over there, you have manager, you have several layers of control. Some people cannot sack you, but they still control you, isn't it? So people should not give us any wrong excuse that governors are not in charge.
Thank you, Kola. I kind of agree with you. I hope we'll have a robust conversation on this sometime very soon too. Somehow I agree with Kola on this particular one. You can't totally exonerate the governors when it comes to the issue of security. And it is not all that Mr. President says that you may want to fault at all times. He said, go back and fix the security in your state. That tells you, to an extent, they should have something to do about the insecurity in their state. I won't be able to take more calls on the program because I just have to leave the studio now. We have a 10 minutes sponsored program coming up right about now. At 7, it will be time for Baba Fendo, join Temilade Aloko. And at 8 o'clock, do join Hezekiah Kennedy on the podium. My name is OLUTAYO, OGUNADE. Have a fantastic weekend. Bye for now.
The station admired by other radio stations. 32 FM 94.